Well, enough of sex. Enough of. I hope we can say enough of sex in this sense. Uh, but enough of this sexual scenario that we are trying to paint. Enough of it. Let me read the particular passage. And explain, say one or two things about it. It says this also Lecano, commenting on Kant's suggestion that violence against women should be curbed using the law, whereby there is a scenario was painted in the paper where some sort of addict, probably let's say a smoker, they don't specify in the paper, let's say a smoker says, I cannot control this my addiction, it has gotten the better of me, it is a control, I don't have any way of stopping it. And then Kant would come and say, okay, you're okay, that's nice, that's good and fine, but let's say whenever you do this, whenever you take a smoke, or whenever you take a stick of smoke and light it and drag, there will be a gallows. A gallows was used. But imagine that it's a guillotine and it's just beside your house, and as soon as you smoke, they bring you out, they cut your head. Would you still smoke? The answer would be likely no. And then you start to think, oh wow, this is a very good argument for the correctional system of society, in the sense that they have this sense of putting something over you, putting something that is unpleasant over you to bring about behavioral change. But that is by the way. Lacan is commenting on it because he feels that that will not suffice to prevent people from actually doing something that they want to do, or prevent people from, or prohibit, or blocking people from a certain enjoyment. And because Lacan actually thinks that what defines enjoyment, is obstacle, is prohibition, is the gallows itself, is the guillotine itself. Oh, okay. Let's look at it this way. What is jouissance? Where is jouissance? Let's start to define some terms now. Jouissance is a French word. It's the same thing as enjoyment, but in Lacanian cycle, it acquires a deeper meaning because it starts to represent all those enjoyments that are unsymbolizable, those enjoyments that are of unlikely source, that are of unlikely sort, that are of unlikely results, in the sense that they do not bring pleasure or sweetness, or if they bring it with a sort of ambivalence, in when there's this, it's not just about the pleasure principle in this sense, in the Freudian pleasure principle, but rather that that the dead drive comes to play when we are in the domain of desire, that we desire because there is something that prevents us from getting what we desire. It's an obstacle, is a prohibition. That jouissance is defined as the enjoyment of prohibition. I hope I'm making sense. I will read this particular quote. So, desire, what is called, Lacan is the one talking here. Desire, what is called desire, suffice to make life meaningless if it turns someone into a coward. This is just plainly put that when you do not take risk with your desire, it makes life meaningless for you. And as an existentialist, when you hear the word meaningless, and you know how the weight that word carries, it becomes scary. That it makes it meaningless. That when you refuse to take risk in your own desiring, that is when you refuse to pin it on enough prohibition, enough obstacle, it becomes meaningless. And this is a reply to um, Kant's belief that the law, the putting over punish, the hanging a punishment over a particular subject will make them will deter them from doing a particular thing. And this also is if you want to step out of our area of discussion very a little bit, this also is also a rebuttal to um, Dostoevsky that think that without God